You're watching Time Warner Cable's Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance, and we are joined by Steve Bradford, member of the California State Assembly. And I want to speak with you about some bills that are marching through the legislature. You've sponsored many of them, and I want to start with what's known as California Lifeline. It rings a bell. It's on my telephone bill. Explain what Lifeline is.
Lifeline is a discount service that has been provided for almost 30 years to low-income customers, and it allows them to, those who qualify, to get a discount on their standard basic phone service. But for the last 30-something years, it's only applied to hardwire service.
Right.
25, 30 years ago when this was implemented, there was no cell phones, there was no wireless. So now we're saying, let's move this benefit into the 21st century and allow those low-income customers to apply that to either a wireless product, a VoIP product, or some bundled product that they see fit.
So right now, the consumer pays a small fee to help fund Lifeline through their standard telephone bill.
Yes, we all pay for it.
Everyone. So would that standard fee migrate to the cell phone side or the VoIP side? How will the money be collected, since many of us are dropping our regular phone lines?
You still pay for it when you purchase a wireless phone. So yeah, you pay for.
Oh, we're paying for.
You're paying for it already.
Already.
So we're seeing allow those low-income customers who have made a choice to migrate from hardwire for whatever reason to use that discount that they've qualified for a wireless.
So where
product.
does we stand on this bill?
Where do you guys are supporting?
Right, but where, aside from the cable industry supporting, which is good news, I guess, where does it stand in terms of Sacramento?
I'm sorry, Sacramento. It's currently going to Senate Approps. We got it out of Senate Energy earlier this month, and it's going to move on to Senate Approps, and then it's going to go to the Senate floor.
And then back to the Assembly.
Back to the Assembly for concurrence.
Any word from the governor? Any sense?
We've met with the governor's staff. He understands it, and it's on a watch list.
I want to speak with you about LAX. I understand that LAX has its own police force. Does it operate under the LAPD? Explain.
No, it's a separate entity. Though those officers train and go to LAPD Academy, they're their separate police force.
Okay.
And they're funded solely by the FAA, the federal government.
Okay.
They're not funded by the state. They're not
or the city.
Or the city.
Okay.
They're funded by the FAA airport.
And do they have the same powers as either the Harbor Police or the Los Angeles Police Department?
Ironically, no.
No.
They currently have a status called 830.3. LAPD and the Harbor Police have a status called 830.1.
And that's a state code?
Yes.
So even though they are paid for through the FAA, a federal agency, the state provides their designation and the scope of their powers. So are their powers less than?
Yes.
They're less than?
Yes. Currently, they're limited to, in some instances, they can't tow a car from the airport, and you would find that somewhat surprising when you talk about if a vehicle came, a suspicious vehicle, you would want to get it off the airport.
Why are their powers less than?
It's just under the status of 830.3, and we can't figure this out because they go to the same academy as those two organizations
in
you
Los
mentioned.
Angeles?
LAPD Academy, the same academy that the Harbor Police, and almost 20 years ago, the Harbor Police had 830.3 status. And they challenged it, got 830.1, and
so where are we today? Are you looking to put them into the 830.1?
Yes, we have a vehicle, AB 128. It's moving along. It's over on the Senate Appropriations, and hopefully we get it out of the Appropriations Committee.
Any sense as to why one would oppose this bill?
Other than politics, no. The policy makes sense. This is the third busiest airport in the world. Why wouldn't you want the first-class police force there?
His name is Steve Bradford. He is a member of the California State Assembly. He is currently serving in his third term in that branch. My name is Brad Pomerance. We thank you so much for watching Time Warner Cable's Local Edition.